Morning. All right, so I think we just got a couple seconds. I came on a little late today, so we'll get started right away. Today we are going to use a block or a pillow. So if you got a block, awesome. Just have it near you when we start. Hey, Peg. Hey, Anita. If you don't have a block, you could use a pillow. Just any kind of pillow will work. Hey, Terry. All right. Awesome. Good morning to you all. All right, so if you're going to play the playlist too, hold on. Don't play it yet, and I'll let you know when we're going to get that started. Let me see. I got to get myself ready for that too. All right, so we're going to start on our back today, or laying or seated. Choose either one of those that you like. And if you're on your back, you might have one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. If you're seated, maybe you have your hands in your lap, maybe one palm on top of the other. So wherever you are, just come into a deeper, longer breath here. Lengthen the breath, smooth out the breath. Let the eyes close down. Let the face and the shoulders relax. If you can, start to move that breath in and out through the nose and keep the mouth closed. That'll begin to warm up the body from the inside. Take a few more breaths here. Final inhale and exhale. Let the eyes open up. If you're on your seat, come on down to your back. If you're on your back, you're going to stay there. Bring your block with you or your pillow. We're going to do a little core in the first thing today. And if you are playing along with the playlist, you can go ahead and start that. All right, and then from here, just take your left foot to the left side of your mat, the right foot to the right side of the mat. Bring both knees over to the left. Take a big breath into that right side body. As you inhale again, pull the belly in, bring the knees back on up, and then exhale. Take them over to the right side. Big breath in the left side body. Belly pulls in. Inhale, bring the knees back up to center. Toe heel your feet back in. Bring one knee in and then the other. And just give yourself a little squeeze here. You can rock side to side. Maybe make a little circle. Give yourself a little massage on that low back. You can roll your ankles here, spread out your toes. And then bring your feet back down to the floor again. We're going to take that block or that pillow and place it in between the legs, in between the inner thighs here. I like the long side of the block if you have the block here. Good. And then get the knees right over top of the hips. Press the low back down into the mat. The hands can be at your side. You can also have your hands slightly underneath your seat here. Shoulders slide away from the ears. Flex your feet. Squeeze that block. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, drop your heels or your toes to the floor. Keep that low back pushing in. Inhale, bring the knees back up over the hips. Great. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now come back up to that starting position. We're just going to take a different move here. If you like that first move, you can continue with that first move too. Squeeze the block again. Pull the belly in. Low back touches down. Inhale. And now as you exhale, push your feet out in front of you. So squeezing the block, flexing the feet, pushing through the heels. Great. Inhale, come back. Knees over hips. Exhale, push. Inhale, over hips. Exhale, push. Inhale. Great. Exhale. I once read this is like Pink's favorite core move, I think. Great. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, push. Inhale. And exhale. Great. And one more time. Inhale. Awesome. Exhale. Bring it on back. Take the black out from in between the thighs, place it to the side. We'll use it in a little bit here. And then we're just going to take a spinal twist. So arms come out to T or to cactus here. Bring both knees over to the left side. Drop the gaze over to the right. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. All right, pull the knees back up to center and take them over to the right. Big breath in. And long breath out. Awesome. And knees come back to center. Squeeze them in one more time here. Get that little circle, get that little massage. You can roll your ankles again. All right, and then we're going to rock and roll up and down on the spine a few times. You can do that as many times as you'd like. And then just end up in a seat. So come on up, cross the ankles or one ankle in front of the other. Just find a nice tall spine here. Let's let the hands come out to the side. Fingertips touch the floor. And then inhale, draw the arms up. Let the palms come together. Slide the hands down to heart center. Do that one more time. Hands come out to the side. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down to heart center. We're going to take a little twist. So right hand goes to the outside of the left knee. Lift high. Shoulders drop down. Look over that left shoulder. Good. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Take it to the opposite side. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. Lift the heart high. Drop the shoulders. Look over the right shoulder. Good. And then we come back. Center, just take a little walk forward into your forward fold. You don't have to go very far here. Keep the sits bones grounding. Inhale. Exhale, walk it on back. If you have your right foot crossed in front of your left, take a switch or left or opposite way. Good. And then one more walk forward here. Good. And then walk your way back again to your seat. So we're going to come into down dog. You can go forward over the ankles or you can go to the side and then take your legs back. Take one foot back and then the other. Find down dog. And just for the moment here, make some movement. So maybe you can alternate your heels, shake out your hips, maybe take a wider stance. Take a little time finding any kinks here, working out any kinks or noticing any soreness. Let your head shake out. Let it shake yes and no. And then settle in. So find stillness now in down dog. Hips go high, thighs go back, heels sink. Let the fingers spread out wide. Take one more full breath here. As you exhale, bend your knees. Take a bunch of steps towards the top of the mat. So nice and slow. Find your way up to the top of your mat here, and then open your feet a little wider. We'll take a forward fold. Let the head just drop towards the floor. Good. You can keep a lot of bend in the knees on this first one here. Maybe just shake around a little bit. You can reach the hands over to the left. Come back center. Reach over to the right. And center. Good. Inhale, half lift, hands press to shins, lengthen the spine. And exhale, refold. We're going to take the feet and walk them back in hip distance. Now bend the knees deeper. Tuck your chin. Start to round the back and then rise up to stand. As you get to the top, bring the arms up over the head. Big inhale here. And then exhale, go right back down, forward fold. We'll move through our vinyasa. Inhale. Half lift. Exhale, fold, step back, down dog first, one foot and then the other. Lift the hips high, inhale. Good, exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, come forward plank. Knees up or down, lower down, halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, push up and back. Downward facing. You can go through push-up or go through child's pose. Let's do it another time. Inhale, rise high, tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees. Take a bunch of steps here. Come to the top of the mat. Great. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Push into the feet, bend the knees, rise up, inhale. Hands come together, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, step back, vinyasa your way. And once you're back, inhale. And exhale, sink into your heels. Inhale, rise high, tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees. This time, step or jump or walk up to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, refold. Last time through. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step back, vinyasa. Once you're back in down dog, big breath in. And long breath out. I'm going to switch it up this time. Let the right leg lift. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Take that heel in towards your glutes. Sink into the left heel. Stay strong in the arms. All right, neutralize the knee. We're going to bring that right foot to the outside of the right hand. So step wide. Right foot goes to the outside of the right hand. And then drop the left knee to the floor. Let the hips sink in here. Good. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to push into the hands, step back to plank. Lift your back knee, right foot meets left, and hold. Take an inhale here. Move from your hips. Exhale, go back. Downward facing dog. Awesome. All right, we're going left foot now. So left leg lifts. Inhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Step the left foot to the outer edge of the left of the mat, the left hand. Drop the right knee to the floor and let the hips sink down. Okay, so we're going back to that plank. Push into your hands, bring your belly in, lift your foot and send it back to meet your right foot. Hold plank. Belly pulls in. Inhale. Move from your hips. Exhale, downward facing. Awesome. We're going to do it one more time. Right leg lifts. Open up the hip. Inhale. Exhale. Step the foot to the outside of the right hand. Drop the left knee. All right. Push into the hands. Plank. Inhale. Exhale. Move from the hips. Down dog. Left leg lifts. Open up the hip. Left foot steps to the outside of the left hand. Drop the right knee. Pick up the back knee. Plank. Inhale. Exhale. Move back down dog. Good. Take another inhale here. Rise high tiptoes. Exhale. Bend the knees. Look forward. Step or jump or walk your way up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Let the head go loose again here. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Push into the feet, round the back. Rise up, hands over the head. This time as you exhale, go to chair. Hands come in, heart center. Send your hips back here. And just hold. And settle in. All right, take one breath in. On your exhale here, we're just going to hover the belly over the thighs. So we're staying in the chair pose, but now send your hands back behind and your heart forward. All right, belly pulls in. Get those shoulders on your back. Squeeze your palms towards one another. Almost done, almost done. Take a breath in and then exhale, fold. Great, inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, step back, add that vinyasa, or take it out. All right. Similar, but a little change up here. We're going to go right leg lifts. Inhale, open up the hip. Step the right foot up outside of the right hand, but this time keep your back knee lifted. So reach your heart forward here. Inhale. On the exhale, lift your hips like down dog. Straighten out your right leg and drop your head. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, come forward. Reach your heart forward. Exhale, lift your hips. Look inside. 1 more time. Inhale. Good. And exhale. Great. When you come forward this time, rebend the knee. Now toe heel that right foot back in. Plant your hand. We're going to take a little wide straddle. So take the hands over to the long edge of the mat here. Let the toes point in, heels point out, and just fold in. So the hands can walk in closer to the middle of the mat here. Head can just hang loose. Take another full breath in. As you exhale, now start to bend your knees. Hands can walk back to that edge. Take your heels in and your toes out, and you might need to shorten your stance here. We're going to rise up to goddess pose here. So push down into your feet and get your shoulders up over your hips. We're going to take a little shoulder stretch here. So reach the arms forward. Take the right elbow underneath the left. We'll find eagle arms here. You can hold onto the shoulders, or you can press the palms together here. All right. Lift the elbows, pull the shoulders back, belly pulls in. We're going to go back into that fold. So let the forearms come parallel to the floor. Yep. Seat goes back. Drop in here. Make sure the knees are pointing in the same direction as the toes. Awesome. Keep the neck long. Take a breath in. And then exhale. Release the hands to the floor. Returning back to the top of the mat. Step back. You can add a vinyasa there, or let the hips rise up. Down dog. All right, here we go. Left side, left leg lifts. Open up the hip. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, but keep that back knee lifted. All right, inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, lift the hips. Come into that little fold. You can keep that back heel lifted. Inhale, forward. Exhale, straighten. One more time, inhale. Good, and straighten. All right, re-bend and toe heel that left foot into center. Now you're gonna walk to the outer edge of the long edge of the mat again. You can come into that fold. Toes point in, heels point out, and then let the head go loose again here. Take another inhale. Great, exhale, bend the knees. Coming back to goddess, so heels spin in, toes spin out. You might need to shorten your stance. You can place the hands on the thighs to help get you up. And then shoulders over hips here. All right, I like to move it a little bit side to side. Let the arms reach out. Now we're going left elbow underneath right this time. Elbows lift, pull the shoulders back, belly pulls in, hips go back, and then come into that fold. So the forearms are parallel to the floor. The neck is long. Great, take another inhale. Awesome. Exhale, release the hands, turn the heels out again. Walk your way back, top of the mat. Step back out of vinyasa. Or skip it. Take a full breath in. And a long breath out. All right, right leg lifts. You're gonna skip the open hip this time. Just lift the heel up towards the sky. And now step that right foot up in between the hands. We're gonna rise up to a crescent. So push down into the feet and reach the arms up here. Good, slide the shoulders down away. Drop the right hand to the right hip and then reach this left arm up and over towards the right side. Keep lifting that back thigh. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the hand back, drop the back heel, and open up to warrior two. Right knee bends over, top of right ankle, drop your shoulders, reach your fingers out. Take a couple big breaths here. Keep the right knee exactly where it is. You're going to drop that left hand to the left leg. Let the right palm reach up and back towards the back of the mat. Keep the right knee reaching forward. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, cartwheel it all down. Step back out of vinyasa. And find your way back to down dog. Settling breath down, a big breath in, and a long breath out. Lift the left leg now, push back through the heel. Good. Left foot steps up in between the hands, rise up, crescent lunge. Reach the fingers up towards the sky here. We're going to drop the left hand to the left hip and then reach the right arm over towards the left. Keep lifting that back thigh. Good, big inhale. As you exhale, warrior two. Drop the back heel, open up the hips, reach the arms. The shoulders slide away from the ears here. So you can get a little deeper in that left leg. All right, now keep that left knee exactly where it is. Drop your right hand behind you. Flip your left palm. Reach up and over. Big inhale. And then on your exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the floor, step back, add that vinyasa or skip it. We'll all meet back in downward facing. Here we go, right leg lifts. Step the right foot up in between the hands. Keep the left hand down inside of the right foot. And then you're coming to twist. So you can do this with the knee down as well. Reach that right arm up to the sky or leave it right on your thigh here. Inhale, stretch across the chest. Exhale, release. Right hand comes back down to the mat. Drop the back knee if it's not there. Toe heel the right foot over again to the outer edge, the outside of that right hand. And we'll take a little quad stretch here. So start to bring the right hand back to that thigh again. You can look over your right shoulder and then bring your left heel in towards your back. So if it's available to you, you can grab the foot. If it's not, you're just reaching the hands back. Flex that left foot and squeeze your heel in. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, release. Toe heel that right foot back into center. Pick up your back knee, step back, hold plank again. Belly pulls in. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the hips, move back downward facing dog. All right, left leg lifts. Stepping the left foot up in between the hands. We're taking the twist first, knee up or down. Right hand stays inside of the left foot. We reach that left arm up towards the sky. Good, inhale here. Exhale, drop the knee. If it's not, you can toe heel that left foot over to the edge. And then we'll take that quad stretch again here. So bend or flex that right foot, bring it in towards your back. Left hand to the left thigh, or you can reach back, maybe grab onto the foot here. Good, squeeze the shoulder blades in, reach your heart, a little back bend here. Press the foot into the hand into the foot. Good, inhale. Great, exhale, release. Toe heel your foot back in. So here we go, plank. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back to meet your right foot. You can always do this with knees down as well, getting tired. Inhale. Exhale, move from your hips. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a long breath out. All right. Right foot's going to step to the outside of the right foot again. And now left foot's also going to step to the outside of the left hand again. And we drop back into that chair-ish. Now we're in squat. So forearms can be on the thighs here. If you need a little extra support, just push the elbows down into the legs. If not, you're going to bring your hands into heart center. And you can move side to side, sort of like we did in that wide straddle. Shifting the weight from one foot to the other. Take another inhale. Awesome. Exhale. Hands find the floor. Toe heel your feet back in. Hip distance. And stay here in your full. Let your head just go loose here. Take a ragdoll. Hands go to elbows. Awesome. Take another full inhale. And a nice long exhale. On your next inhale, hands press the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Add a vinyasa there. Or send it back just to down dog. Hold here. All right, right leg lifts. Step the right foot up in between the hands. We're going to take that twist again. Left hand stays down. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Awesome. Take it. Inhale. And then exhale. Move the left knee to the outside of the right foot. We're going to take a little seated twist now. So just drop down into your seat. Good. And then right foot is crossed over left leg. All right, left arm reaches up towards the sky here. Take the crook of the elbow around the outside of the right leg. Sink the right sit bone down towards the floor and look over the right shoulder. Good, take another full inhale. On the exhale, we're going to counter the twist. So bring the whole thing over. Right hand inside of right leg. And now look over your left shoulder. Right leg and right arm can push against each other here. Good. Release. We're going to lean forward. Clamp the hands. Step that left foot back. Make sure your right foot is inside in the center of your mat here. And then we're going to rise up. Crescent lunge again. Great. Exhale, hands, heart center. Lean forward over that thigh. Take a step in and then reach your left leg up. Flex the foot. Push through the heel. Heart reaches forward. Heel reaches back. Find warrior three. If you need a little support, you can bring the hands down to the floor. Good. Start to bend your right knee, bring your left knee in, and then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Sit back into your standing pigeon. Take another breath here. If you want to lower down, you can start to drop the chest towards the shin. Maybe you hook the elbows. Maybe the hands find the floor. You can also straighten that right leg. Get a little more hamstring stretch here, or you stay here, working on the strength in the quad. Awesome. One more inhale. Great. And then exhale, rise up. Send your left foot back, just sliding through warrior three. Hands plant down to the floor, step back. You can add a vinyasa there. Or stand or come back into downward facing dog. Okay, here we go. Left side, left leg lifts. Step the left foot up in between the hands. We're twisting first. Right hand stays down. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Keep that back thigh lifted. Great. Hand comes down to the floor. Now right knee to the outside of that left foot. And settle into your seat. It's okay if you need to adjust here. Take your time. Left foot is crossed over that right leg. Right arm reaches up. And then crook of the elbow around the outside of that left leg. Good. Heart lifts. Look over the shoulder. Let that left sit bone sink towards the mat. Take a breath in. On the exhale, we're going to counter the whole thing. So turn everything into the inside of your left leg. Left arm and left leg press against each other here. Look over your right shoulder. Good. Unwind. We're going to reach it forward. Plant the hands. Step that right foot back. You're in the lunge. And come up to crescent. Push down into the feet. Inhale, rise. Good. Let the hands slide in heart center. We're going to hover over the left side. Step into warrior three. Flex that right foot. Push through your heel. Remember, you can bring the hands down if you need that extra support. Start to bend that left knee. Bring your right knee in towards your chest, and then we're going to settle that right ankle on top of the left leg. Sit back to standing pigeon. Keep flexing that right foot. Stay here, or you can drop in a little deeper. Stay here, you can lengthen that left leg. All right, push into your left foot, rise back on up. We're gonna go through warrior three just to get us back, transition back here. Drop your right foot to the floor, hands come to the mat. Add your vinyasa or skip it. Good. Let the knees come to the floor and take a child's pose. So send the hips back to the heels here. Let the forehead come towards the mat. Belly drop in between the thighs. And settle your breath. Great. 2 more breaths. All right. When you're ready, you're going to come back into downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips again. Sink into your heels. All right. Right leg lifts. Step the right foot up in between the hands. We're dropping the back knee again. Low lunge. Now rise on up to the top of your right thigh. All right, so we need to pull the hips back. We need to get the hips over top of this left knee here behind us, and that might make you need to move your right foot. Okay, keep the right hand on top of the right thigh. You're gonna reach the left arm up, take an inhale here. Now watch the hand go back towards the back foot. All right, it doesn't have to touch the foot. If you can touch the foot, great. If you can't, just reach the fingers down towards the floor. Now squeeze the legs in towards one another. Heel towards knee, knee towards heel, and lift your heart. You get that little back bend. Awesome. Use your core to bring you back up. Belly pulls in. Rise back on up. Plant your hands. Step back to down dog. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. Left leg lifts. Step the left foot up in between the hands. Drop the right knee to the floor. Again, bring the hips back so you get the hips over top of that right knee. Left hand sees down on the left leg. Right arm reach up. Inhale. And then as you exhale, take your gaze to those fingers and watch the fingers go back towards the back foot. It doesn't have to touch the foot. Good. Squeeze the legs and lift the heart. Right, use the core to bring you back. Belly pulls in. Rise back on up. Plant the hands. Step back. Downward facing dog. Big inhale. And a long exhale. And we're going to go back to plank again. Come forward. Hold your plank. Belly pulls in. Remember, anytime you need the knees down, you drop them down. Lift the right foot away from the floor and hover. Keep the breath steady. Good. Drop the right foot. Lift the left foot and hover. Good. Drop the right foot. Left foot. Lift the right foot. Hover. Good. Drop the right foot. Lift the left foot. Hover. Keep pushing the floor away. Strong arms. Awesome. Drop the foot. Now bring the knees to the floor so we come into cow-cat. Inhale. Belly drops. Lift the gaze. Exhale. Round the back. 2 more times just like that. Inhale. And exhale. All right, come back to neutral, tuck the toes, lift the hips, then down dog again. Inhale, come forward plank. We don't have to hold it this time. Drop the knees to the floor and lower all the way down. Belly touches down. Whew. All right, so we're gonna move into bow pose. I'm gonna show you half bow, so I'll do both sides one at a time. If you like full bow, you can do 2 of those. You'll grab onto both ankles at the same time. Otherwise, follow me through the half bow here. So right elbow will come underneath that right shoulder. And now the fingers point towards the left edge of the mat here. Top of the right foot pushes down into the floor and bring that left heel in towards your back. So we did that earlier in the low lunge. And then see if you can grab onto the ankle here or the foot. And you can turn the hand inside of the foot if you'd like to, or you can keep it on the outside. All right, this will, inside will give you that external rotation of the shoulder. Push your elbow down, now resist. So the hand and the foot resist each other. Keep pushing that right foot down into the floor and reach your heart forward. Take your gaze back towards the front of your mat. All right, slowly release, don't fling out. Good, and then drop all the way back down to the mat. Let one cheek come to the floor and let your hips just shake out side to side. All right, here we go. Opposite side, or your full bow number 2. You're gonna rise on up, left elbow underneath left shoulder. Let the left fingers point towards the right side of the mat here. Top of the left foot pushes in. You start to draw that right heel in. Go ahead and reach back for your foot or your ankle. And then push the foot into the hand. The hand pushes into the foot. Take your gaze back towards the front of your room. Inhale here, and then again, as you exhale, don't fling out, just let go nice and slow. Drop all the way back down to the mat, bring the opposite cheek to the floor, and then let your hips shake out side to side. All right. I'm going to push the hands down into the floor, come chest level again. Tuck the toes. We're going back to down dog. You can go through child's pose, or you can go through a push up there. Hips up and back. Exhale, heels sink. Take a big breath in, and a long breath out. All right, drop the knees to the floor, and just come sit on your heels for a second. So we're going to move into crow pose, maybe, if you want to. So if you know crow, you can certainly go ahead and go for it. If you want to learn crow and you have that little block, we can take a little practice here. Let the block come to the mat here. Let your feet come on top of the block. And then bend your knees like you're going into chair or going into squat. The heels lift here. So finding balance on the block here. Squeezing the inner knees towards one another. Just make sure this feels okay for you first. And then start to widen the knees. Let the hands come inside of your legs. The legs will wrap around the arms. So we want to squeeze the legs into the arms here. And then the arms just push back into the legs. Okay? So we're going to lean forward and maybe just take one foot off of the block. Squeeze the heel in towards your butt. Drop it back down. Try the other foot. Squeeze the heel in towards your butt. So maybe that's just where you stay. You can stay right there and just work on one foot at a time. Or if you're ready for both, lean forward, bend your elbows, squeeze the legs, lift the heels. Come off the block at the same time. Yeah. Keep the breath steady. When you're done, drop the feet back to the floor. Find a forward fold. If you're in crow without the block, you can kick it back, take it through a vinyasa, or come into down dog. If you're here at the top of your mat, take a half lift, inhale, exhale, fold, step back, find down dog. Take a big inhale. Long breath out. Great. All right, drop the knees to the floor. Come to sit on your heels again, and we're just going to swing the legs around so we can come all the way to the floor. All right, so find a nice tall spine here. Let the toes point up towards the sky. Let the hands come out to the sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge from your hips to come into your fold. Hands may stay on the legs. Maybe they come to the floor. Maybe they grab onto your feet or your toes. Wherever you are, reach your heart forward and slide your shoulders back. And take another inhale here. And exhale, rise back on up. You're going to walk your hands back here. Keep your right leg out. Bring your left foot inside of your right leg. So it's about a 45-degree angle here, making a little triangle. And then we're going to slide the right hand down the right leg. The right elbow can rest on top of that leg here. And then draw your heart up, your shoulder back, that left shoulder back. Keep the right foot flexed. Maybe reach the arm up towards the sky. You can also bend the elbow and let the hand come back behind your head so you can push your head into something here as you roll your heart up towards the sky. And you can also reach the left arm up and come a little deeper into this side stretch too. All right, take one more breath there. Exhale, pull your belly in as you rise back on up. We'll just switch the legs. Left leg goes out, right foot comes in. Slide the left hand down the inside of the left leg here. Right hand to the right hip. Roll your heart up. Maybe you bend the elbow and push the head into the hand. Maybe you just reach the arm up. Maybe you reach over your left leg. Keep the left toes pointing up. One breath. Pull the belly in, rise back on up. Bring both feet together now. Let the soles of the feet come together and let the knees drop to the floor. Take a breath in and then exhale, forward fold again here. Any amount. Another inhale. Exhale, rise on up. Let the hands help the knees close together. We're going to come down to our back. So take your time, hold onto your hamstrings and lower on down to the mat. Bring the knees into the chest here. Once again, you can take that little circle or that massage on the low back. All right, let the knees open up wider and let the hands come inside of the legs. You can grab onto the feet here. You can keep holding onto the hamstrings or the back of the knees. You can keep that motion side to side. This is happy baby. Take an inhale. exhale, let the knees close together. Keep the right knee in, let that left leg go long, and then draw that right knee over towards the left side. All right, so drop your right shoulder towards the floor here and let the gaze go towards the right. You can stay here, or you can bend that bottom leg, that left leg, and maybe grab onto it with your right hand. Take an inhale. And then come back to center. Come back onto your back. Both knees squeeze back into chest. We'll keep the left knee in. Send the right leg long. Take the left knee over towards the right now. Drop the left shoulder towards the floor. Take the gaze to the left. You can stay here, or you can bend that bottom leg and grab onto that foot. As you release, belly pulls in. We come back to the back. Final time here. We're going to squeeze everything in really tight now. Get the knees as close as you can to the chest. Lift your head and your shoulders up off the floor. Squeeze your nose in between your knees. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then inhale, lengthen everything nice and long. Reach out through your fingers. Reach out through your toes. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, release. Drop your hands to your sides. Let the palms face up. Let the feet fall open. Let the eyes close down. Let the shoulders relax. Start to deepen your breath again. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Let your head move side to side. Just go nice and slow. And when you're ready for that inhale again, reach the arms up over the head. Stretch through your fingers, stretch through your toes. Take a big breath in. Hold it at the very top. Open up your mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. And then bring your knees into your chest and roll on over to your side. Take a moment here. slowly help yourself come back into a seated position. Let your eyes close down one more time. Let the hands come to the side. Let the fingertips touch the floor. And we'll take one more breath together. On the inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Let the palms come together, and then nice and slow, slide the hands back down to your heart. The thumbs press to heart, heart to thumbs. Thank you guys for sharing your time and your practice with me today. The light within me honors the light within you.